child's about to have a real big problem.
I'm close to 60 years old, and he thinks,
You think it's sweet?
yeah. He's gonna get paid a lot of money as well. He's improved. I let him fight on my undercard. Since the first time he fought on my card, I started him off and started Jake off. No one knew who the hell he was. I started him, and most likely looks like I'm gonna finish him.
You did more workouts than what I seen you than the whole time you fought Lennox Lewis.
Left hook.
Was good for today.
Yeah.
I truly believe.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yes. You sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's all right?
Let's do this. You did great. We're done.
You sure?
Yeah. Trust me.
I got a lot in me.
Well, I commend Tyson because he's one of the guys that paved the way for me to be where I'm at. You know, he's a legendary champion.
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat.
And I'm going to show Mike who has the more power because he's underestimating me. I think everyone else is underestimating me, and I believe that I hit harder.
And the only thing I have to say about Mike Tyson is everyone is always trying to judge Mike Tyson. He lived his life the way he wanted to live.
And I'm happy that I was able to the ring with so many legendary fighters. You know, to become a great fighter, you had to become great. You had to fight great fighters. You had to fight good fighters. So I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for the certain guys that paved the way for me today.
58-year-old men are 58-year-old men, no matter what they look like. Right. And Jake Paul is a 28-year-old athlete in the prime of his life.
I'm beautiful, and I've been training for a while, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I'm just asking when you get into camp.
I'm okay to fight.
But when you get into camp, like when?
I'm in camp right now.
Very good, thank you.
I'm in camp right now.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
I love you, Mike.
Same.
And I'm very nervous for you.
Thank you for caring.
I do care. I care about you. And I care about my brother. And I know the path he's on right now. And it's ruthless, Mike.
I agree. It's pretty cool.
It's cool. It's so cool to watch. And he's really crushing it. And I just feel like I want you to be okay in there, Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, boxing fans and curious spectators alike, welcome to a tale that transcends the ring and delves deep into the heart of a legendary sport. Picture this, a matchup that seems almost too surreal to be true, where past greatness collides with contemporary fame. We're talking about the upcoming showdown between two polar opposites, Mike Tyson, the ferocious former heavyweight champion, and Jake Paul, the social media star turned boxer. But this is more than just a fight, it's a clash of eras, styles, and philosophies. Buckle up, because we're diving into every angle of this high-stakes encounter, exploring the unexpected partnership, the pre-fight drama, and what this bout means for both fighters and the sport itself. The boxing world has been abuzz with excitement, especially following the surprising news that two of the sport's most iconic figures, Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson, were teaming up for an intense training session. This unprecedented collaboration was aimed at preparing Tyson for his highly anticipated fight against Jake Paul. For those who follow boxing closely, the very notion of Mayweather, known for his unmatched defensive skills, working alongside Tyson, celebrated for his raw power and aggression, is nothing short of extraordinary. In the realm of boxing, greatness often comes through overcoming great challenges. Mayweather, with his unparalleled defensive prowess and undefeated record, has always been a student of the sport. Tyson, on the other hand, is renowned for his explosive power and aggressive style. The idea of merging their contrasting philosophies for a single training camp is intriguing and promises a fascinating fusion of tactics. Mayweather's insights the training session revealed.
And I'm happy that I was able to the ring with so many legendary fighters. You know, to become a great fighter, you had to become great. You had to fight great fighters. You had to fight good fighters. So I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for the certain guys that paved the way for me today.
Following their training session, Floyd Mayweather broke his silence to share his thoughts on the experience. He expressed admiration for Tyson's unwavering work ethic and passion for the sport. According to Mayweather, the focus of their session was twofold: refining Tyson's already formidable power and integrating defensive techniques that could provide an edge against a younger opponent like Jake Paul. Mayweather's approach to boxing has always been about precision, strategy, and mental toughness, qualities that have defined his storied career. Tyson's contribution, however, was characterized by his relentless intensity and aggression. Despite their contrasting styles, both legends found common ground in their shared respect for the sport and their commitment to excellence. As Tyson gears up for this high-profile bout, Francis Ngannou, the UFC heavyweight champion who trained under Tyson, has weighed in with his prediction. Ngannou, who knows Tyson's capabilities firsthand, believes that Tyson's experience will be a decisive factor. At 58, Tyson is significantly older than his opponent, Jake Paul, who is in the prime of his athletic career. Ngannou, however, remains confident in Tyson's ability to overcome Paul, citing Tyson's impressive skill set and still potent footwork. Despite this, medical experts have raised concerns about the potential health risks associated with Tyson's advanced age. Stephen Hughes, a senior lecturer in medicine, and Dave Hancock, a renowned fitness specialist, have both cautioned against the potential dangers Tyson could face in the ring, including subdural hematomas and strokes. However, Ngannou dismisses these concerns, suggesting that Tyson's agility and footwork remain impressive despite his age. Jake Paul's path from social media star to boxer. Jake Paul, once known primarily as a YouTuber, has made a name for himself in the boxing world with an impressive record. His decision to face Tyson, who started his professional career well before Paul was born, has sparked considerable debate. While Paul boasts a 9-1 professional boxing record, with his only loss coming against Tommy Fury, critics argue that his choice of opponents has often bypassed traditional boxing contenders. Paul's early career included bouts against former UFC champions like Anderson Silva and Tyron Woodley. Despite his critics, Paul remains resolute in his belief that facing Tyson is an honor. He has expressed that the opportunity to fight a boxing legend is a testament to his own growth as a fighter and is motivated by the challenge it represents.
In handcuffs, so I'm very careful when that guy comes out.
You break out in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh man.
Every time I drink, get ready to get in a fight, I break out in handcuffs. Hey, listen, and it's unfortunately I have to fight and be that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. That guy haunts me. That's. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish that guy died, but he's here to stay.
I'm not scared. Sorry, I'm not scared of shit. No, not at all. Not at all. I was born for this. I was born for this moment. The universe told me this was gonna happen. You can ask Mike. I did ayahuasca, called him up and said, we're gonna fight on the biggest stage possible. It's destiny. And now here we are years later actually making it happen. I was made for this moment, born to do this, and I'm gonna put on the performance of a lifetime on November 15th, and the universe will align for all of its glory and good for God.
The press conference held at Fanatics Fest 2024 in New York was a spectacle in itself. As Mike Tyson and Jake Paul took the stage, the atmosphere was charged with anticipation. Tyson was met with enthusiastic applause from the New York crowd while Paul faced a barrage of boos. The tension was palpable, with both fighters addressing the media and fans with a mixture of bravado and intensity.
Child's about to have a real big problem. I'm close to 60 years old and he thinks
it's sweet.
Yeah. He's gonna get paid a lot of money as well. He's improved. I let him fight on my undercard. Since the first time he fought on my card, well, I started him off.
You did more workouts than what I seen you than the whole time you fought Lennox Lewis. Am I right or wrong?
Different era, brother.
It's a whole new ball game. I'm proud of you, Mike.
They don't want me to be the nice father man, the family man. They want to bring me back to debauchery and violence. These Scarfo movies. When I think I'm out, they bring me back in. You can't have no 3 weeks having to smoke, 2.5 weeks having to smoke. I have had sex for 2.5 weeks. I've been doing the whole.
Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle.
20 seconds.
It's just like that.
Run for them life. There's never been a night this big.
I started Jake off ago. No one knew who the hell he was. I started him, and most likely looks like I'm going to finish him. I like him, but in this particular fight, he has to go.
Jungle. This is no ordinary fight. This is Jake El Gallo Paul.
Who's doing more than me?
I don't look at myself as a middle-aged man. I feel really good. When you're in the top physical and spiritual shape, you hear and notice everything. Highest form of relaxation. Hey, listen, nobody's a perfect expert with 2 people in the ring. Anything can happen. Destiny's involved.
Jake is done.
He's not afraid of work. He would get up and run by himself, do his own thing. He's a workaholic. He's a very unique individual. You never know the real Mike Tyson. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, super. Exactly.
Okay, you're gonna beat this kid, Jake Paul?
Very badly. I don't look at this like it's gonna be easy fight. This guy is gonna be prepared. I'm prepared for it. I'm training extremely hard, yeah.
Like, yeah, if he can do that, if he can actually do that for 8 rounds or 10 rounds, however long this fight is.
Well, that's gonna be the key, isn't
Yeah. Can he do that? I don't know if he can do that. I mean, he had to pull out of the first fight because he had an ulcer.
Right.
So it's, you know.
Jake Paul, unflinching in the face of criticism, confidently declared his readiness for the fight. He spoke of the universe aligning for this moment and his belief that he was destined to perform at the highest level. On the other hand, Tyson maintained a calm demeanor, focusing on his preparation and the strategy he planned to employ. As Tyson prepares for the bout, questions about his age and endurance loom large. At 58, Tyson is aware that he's not as nimble as he once was, but he remains confident in his raw power. The key to his strategy will be whether he can maintain his stamina throughout the fight, especially if it extends beyond the early rounds. Tyson's legendary knockout power still holds potential, but his ability to withstand the challenges posed by a younger opponent is critical. Tyson's confidence is tempered by a sense of realism. He acknowledges that while his physical attributes may have diminished, his experience and mental toughness are assets that could make a significant difference. The prospect of a prolonged fight raises concerns about Tyson's ability to adapt and execute his game plan effectively. Jake Paul's challenges facing a boxing icon. For Jake Paul, the upcoming bout represents his most significant challenge yet. Despite his impressive record and recent victories, Paul will be facing an opponent with unparalleled experience and power. The early rounds will be crucial for Paul as he tests his ability to withstand Tyson's punches and maintain his composure under pressure. The fight's outcome will hinge on whether Paul can adapt to Tyson's style and capitalize on any potential weaknesses. Paul's self-confidence is evident in his statements and preparation. He embraces the challenge of facing Tyson and views it as an opportunity to prove himself against one of the sport's greatest. However, he must contend with the fact that Tyson's power and experience are formidable, and any missteps could have significant consequences.
I thought Mike was a little bit weird. When he was pushing me, though, he was having the time of his life.
Yeah, so when Jake and Mike did their face-to-face at the end of the press conference, first thing Mike did was come up to Jake, started throwing punches, some pushes.
He's like giggling and smiling and shit.
Last press run for Mike when the fight was first on, you were tubby. Like, you were the tubbiest I've seen Jake. So I can't blame him for calling you tubby.
Peak male performance bod is fat.
The fight between Tyson and Paul has sparked a wide range of opinions. While some eagerly anticipate the spectacle and view it as a unique opportunity to see a legendary fighter in action, others criticize the matchup as a spectacle rather than a genuine test of boxing skill.
So, let's see what this press conference delivers. We know the fight is a joke, let's be honest. But let's see what the press conference delivers. See if it can get us any more excited for this absolute show. This farce of a fight, okay?
Michael Bisping, for instance, has expressed his disdain for the fight, labeling it a travesty and a joke. He argues that Tyson's age and the nature of the matchup undermine the integrity of boxing.
You are a disgrace to the combat sports world.
Mike, I love it.
You're an imposter. You're a wannabe.
One of the most.
You're a fake.
All time fighting what you said.
Challenge yourself, you pathetic man. You pathetic individual. Fighting is about challenging yourself. Granted, businessman, yeah, killing it in that regard. But don't give me this fighter. That's what gets on my nerve.
Bisping's criticisms highlight the divide in public opinion.
You're going to pay me to do this? You're going to pay me $40 million, whatever the price tag is, to go out there and beat up a guy like that? Oh my God. I would have said, stick it up your ass. Give me someone who's my age, because that is not competition. And that is what a true fighter would say and should.
Some see the fight as a chance for Tyson to showcase his enduring prowess, while others view it as a spectacle that detracts from the sport's traditional values. The debate surrounding the fight underscores the evolving nature of boxing and the impact of modern media on the sport's perception.
58-year-old men are 58-year-old men no matter what they look like. Right. And Jake Paul is a 28-year-old athlete in the prime of his life.
Joe Rogan, a prominent commentator and podcast host, has shared his thoughts on the fight. He acknowledges Tyson's historical significance and the intrigue of the matchup. Rogan also expresses concerns about Tyson's health and the age gap between the fighters. Need for both competitors to prioritize their safety and deliver a performance that reflects their best abilities. Rogan's insights add a layer of complexity to the discussion, as he balances his appreciation for Tyson's legacy with practical considerations about the fight's implications. His commentary reflects the broader concerns within the boxing community about the nature of the bout and its potential impact on both fighters. The fight's impact beyond the ring. The fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul is more than just a boxing match. It represents a confluence of different eras, styles, and motivations. Tyson's return to the ring, coupled with Paul's rise as a boxer, creates a compelling narrative that captures the imagination of fans and critics alike. The outcome of the fight will have implications beyond the ring. For Tyson, it represents a chance to prove that his legendary status still holds weight. For Paul, it is an opportunity to validate his place in the boxing world and silence his critics. The fight also highlights the evolving landscape of boxing, where traditional values and modern media intersect in unexpected ways. As the fight date approaches, the anticipation continues to build. Just when you thought the drama couldn't get any crazier, Tyson dropped a bombshell that has turned Jake Paul's world upside down. This isn't just about a fight, it's a full-scale spectacle with high stakes, explosive revelations, and a press conference that promises to be one for the ages. In today's deep dive, we're breaking down every twist and turn leading up to this monumental event. From Tyson's shocking accusations to Jake Paul's desperate attempts at damage control, we'll cover it all. So let's get started and unravel the story behind this epic confrontation. To truly understand the magnitude of the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson showdown, we need to take a step back and look at the key players involved. Let's start with Jake Paul, the man, the myth, the controversy. Jake Paul first burst onto the scene with his viral videos on Vine, but it wasn't long before he transitioned to YouTube, where his popularity soared to new heights. Known for his brash personality and penchant for stirring up trouble, Jake carved out a niche for himself in the digital world. However, it wasn't just his online antics that made headlines. Jake's foray into boxing has been equally controversial. Jake's journey into boxing began with a series of high-profile bouts that were both criticized and praised. His early matches were seen by many as staged or exaggerated, but as he continued to fight, Jake Paul started to face more serious opponents. His victories, including notable wins against other social media stars and former athletes, helped to build his reputation as a serious contender. But with fame comes scrutiny. Jake's rapid physical transformation and occasional outbursts have led to persistent rumors about his use of performance-enhancing drugs. These whispers have been growing louder, and with his upcoming fight against a legend like Mike Tyson, the stakes have never been higher.
Me too. We're getting ready for you.
Now let's turn our attention to Mike Tyson, the man who needs no introduction. Tyson's name is synonymous with boxing greatness, and his return to the ring has been one of the most talked about comebacks in sports history. Tyson's career is the stuff of legend. From his early days as the youngest heavyweight champion to his reign as the baddest man on the planet, Tyson's dominance in the ring is unparalleled. His knockout power, ferocity, and unique style made him a global icon. However, Tyson's journey hasn't been without its ups and downs. His career has been marked by dramatic highs and lows, including legal troubles and a lengthy hiatus from the sport. But now, at 58 years old, Tyson is making a return to the ring, facing off against one of the most controversial figures in modern boxing, Jake Paul. Tyson's recent health issues, including a serious ulcer flare-up, have added an extra layer of drama to this fight. Despite these setbacks, Tyson's determination to step back into the ring has been unwavering. His preparations for this fight have been intense, and he's ready to prove that age is just a number when it comes to his boxing prowess. With the backgrounds of both fighters established, let's delve into the build-up to this monumental fight. The announcement of the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson bout set the boxing world abuzz, but as the date approached, the drama surrounding this fight reached new heights. The initial reactions to the fight announcement were a mix of excitement and skepticism. Fans and pundits debated whether Jake Paul, with his relatively unproven boxing skills, could truly challenge a legend like Tyson.
No, I will be able to. I'm a natural-born heavyweight. This is what I was born to do, is to move up into this weight class, and I'm going to show Mike who has the more power.
Mike, can he take the power, Mike?
Excuse me?
Can Jake take your power?
We're gonna see, huh?
The hype machine went into overdrive, with promotional materials, social media campaigns, and press releases fueling the fire. But it wasn't just the fans who were talking. The fighters themselves had plenty to say. Jake Paul, known for his brash confidence, started making bold claims about how he would easily defeat Tyson. His trash talk and self-assured statements set the stage for a dramatic showdown. Tyson, on the other hand, remained largely composed. He let his reputation and past achievements speak for themselves. However, behind the scenes, Tyson was preparing for this fight with a level of intensity that belied his age. He was ready to show that he was still a force to be reckoned with.
You got a YouTuber fighting the greatest fighter that
fast forward to the press conference, and the drama reached a fever pitch. Tyson's surprise attack on Jake Paul's credibility took everyone by storm. The heavyweight legend accused Jake Paul of using performance-enhancing drugs, a claim that sent shockwaves through the boxing community. Tyson's accusations weren't just idle chatter. He came prepared with a wealth of evidence, including documents, voicemails, and video recordings. This was a strategic move designed to rattle Jake Paul and put him on the defensive. For Jake Paul, the press conference was a nightmare scenario. The once confident fighter found himself facing serious allegations that threatened to derail his career.
In history, this is what it's all about for me, man. I'm a kid from Ohio.
His reaction was a mix of denial, defensiveness, and attempts at damage control. The drama didn't stop there. Tyson's detailed revelations and evidence have put Jake in a tight spot. The press conference has become a battleground where Jake's reputation is on the line, and Tyson is seizing the opportunity to expose what he claims are Jake's dirty secrets. As the accusations flew, Jake Paul's response was a spectacle in itself. The problem child, known for his bravado, was suddenly faced with a crisis that threatened to overshadow his fight preparations. Jake's initial response involved a mix of public denials and attempts to deflect the accusations. His social media activity was closely scrutinized as he tried to navigate the fallout from Tyson's revelations.
I know it's going to be tough. I know I'm going to have to fight through adversity. I know I might even go to the canvas. I'm scared, don't get me wrong.
The situation was compounded by his attempts to play the sympathy card, presenting himself as a victim of Tyson's attacks. Behind the scenes, Jake's PR team was working around the clock to manage the crisis. They were engaged in damage control, trying to mitigate the impact of Tyson's accusations and salvage Jake's public image. But with Tyson's evidence looming large, the task was Herculean. The fight world was watching closely, and the tension was palpable. Jake's efforts to present himself in a sympathetic light were met with skepticism, as many saw through the facade. The drama surrounding the press conference only added to the anticipation for the upcoming fight. On the other side of the ring, Mike Tyson was executing a carefully crafted strategy. His approach to the press conference was a masterclass in psychological warfare. Tyson's preparation for the press conference went beyond just physical training. He was focused on undermining Jake Paul's confidence and credibility. The evidence he brought to the table was a key part of this strategy, aimed at exposing Jake's alleged use of performance-enhancing drugs. Tyson's mindset was clear. He wanted to make a statement and assert his dominance before the fight even began. His approach was not just about winning the press conference, but about setting the stage for a decisive victory in the ring. The anticipation for the fight was fueled by Tyson's calculated moves. His strategy was designed to put maximum pressure on Jake Paul and ensure that he would enter the ring under immense scrutiny. The fallout from the press conference was seismic.
The thing with Mike is that what Mike had told somebody, say, everybody got a plan till they get hit. And he was right. Because, you know, if you hitting it, if this guy worried about you hitting him,
The boxing community and fans around the world were abuzz with opinions and reactions. The drama had captured the imagination of boxing enthusiasts, and the story of Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson was trending everywhere. Experts weighed in on the implications of Tyson's accusations. Many saw it as a pivotal moment that could shape the outcome of the fight. The debate over Jake's legitimacy as a fighter was reignited, and Tyson's revelations added a new layer of intrigue to the matchup. Social media was a hotbed of activity, with fans and commentators sharing their thoughts and predictions. The fight world was polarized, with some rooting for Tyson and others hoping for a Jake Paul comeback. The intensity of the discourse highlighted just how significant this fight had become. As the fight date approaches, the anticipation is reaching a fever pitch. The drama surrounding the press conference has only heightened interest in the bout. The stakes are incredibly high for both fighters. For Jake Paul, it's a chance to silence his critics and prove himself in the ring. For Mike Tyson, it's an opportunity to showcase that despite his age, he's still a formidable force. Predictions and expectations are all over the place. Fans are eagerly speculating about the outcome, and the significance of this fight in boxing history is becoming a major talking point. The fight promises to be a defining moment for both fighters and a memorable event for boxing fans. The build-up has been dramatic, and the showdown is set to deliver an unforgettable spectacle. As we wrap up our deep dive into the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson saga, one thing is clear: this fight is more than just a sporting event. It's a clash of personalities, a battle of reputations, and a story that has captivated the world. From Tyson's shocking accusations to Jake Paul's desperate responses, the drama has set the stage for an epic showdown. The anticipation is through the roof, and fans are eagerly awaiting the moment when these two giants step into the ring. We'll be right here, keeping you updated on every twist and turn as this story unfolds. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to quick rundowns for all the latest boxing news and updates. Until next time, keep your excitement